Yo, 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 yo. What up? What it do, YouTube? That's right. It's your boy. That boy, Lamont That Way Jones. Back in the building. That's right. Once again, it's that boy, Lamont That Way Jones. Back in the building. And with that being said, I just wanted to thank everybody who decided to stop and rock with that boy, Lamont, That Way Jones, this way. Anyway, with that being said, as you can already see, topic of discussion is the great legendary comedic icon they call John Witherspoon, but I always called him John the Icon Witherspoon. You dig? And with that being said, let's not get it twisted, you know, when it comes to John the Icon Witherspoon. Come to find out, and I already knew a lot of this, but I'm just saying this for some of my people who didn't know the full story on John the Icon Witherspoon. Before I even get off into this, man, this dude was one of the hardest working, comedians in the game when it came to just being one hell of a comic, okay? John the Icon Witherspoon, he had it rough coming up, man, but that's the reason why, he deserved everything that he got. I feel like, anyway, in my opinion. But when it comes to John Witherspoon, man, yeah, John Witherspoon who's originally from Detroit. He came from a family of 9. Yeah. Came from a family of 9, man. He was one of 9 boys with 2 sisters, including. You dig? He was like, one of, the 9 brothers. He was one of 9 brothers, and plus he had 2 sisters. Excuse me for that. But believe it or not, man, come to find out, Mr. Witherspoon used to say, that back in the day when they was coming up, a lot of, his siblings, actually last names were actually Witherspoon and Witherspoon, which I find that, kind of funny because, the way that, that he had put it. But, yeah, believe it or not, yeah, I guess, like he was saying, a lot of people, I guess they didn't understand or couldn't, spell, Witherspoon, correctly. The way he put it was so funny, the way he put it. But anyway, yeah, man, John the Icon Witherspoon, man, come to find out, man, this guy was one of the hardest working comedians in the business, man, when it came to being a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Coming to find out, he actually got into acting by, calling, I forgot the name of it, but he called, I think it was Bigam's acting classes, where he actually took acting classes while he was charged $25 a lesson for private acting sessions, believe it or not. But yeah, man, when I first heard of this news of John the Icon Witherspoon passing, I'm gonna be honest, the first person that I actually heard it from was Willie D, the old, the GBOG, Willie D. He was actually the very first one that I, seen and heard, that actually, posted this news. And it was like late in the wee hours of the night when he did. So I kind of figured, yeah, he's one of the first people that got word on the, this topic. But with that being said, man, when I first heard about the devastating news, because to me it was really devastating, because, man, I've been entertained. I've always loved every movie just about that John Witherspoon ever played in, because it's like every movie he played in, man, it's like he stole the show, man, and that's what I loved about him, man. I mean, he naturally had that natural funny charisma about himself, man. I mean, it was like he was just naturally funny. It was like this guy was born, to make people laugh. And don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted, man. John, the icon Witherspoon, man, he's been around doing comedy. He's been around pretty much forever. With that being said, him and Richard Pryor, they were actually, the best of friends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he was, John Witherspoon was just an all-around, you know what I'm saying, damn good comedian. He was that type of guy, man, that could make you, that I felt like could make you laugh even when you was pissed off or mad at the world. He was one of those type guys. But I just loved his funny comedic charisma that he had. It was like one of a kind, and I was very hurt, man. When I found out this news that he had passed, because the guy was very, very, very funny, man. And don't get me wrong, man. It like, you're saying, it wasn't an easy road. I remember one time he told a story about, where he actually was in Las Vegas, where he had paid for his room for 30 days. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget this story he told. And I remember this, man. I remember when he was saying that he went to, where was he? Went to some casino when he was in Vegas. He after he had went to I think he said he had went to a Diana Ross concert. But now note, all of this happened. This was like after he had already drove up to New York, stayed there for a while, all the way from Detroit. Then, before all this happened with the Diana Ross concert and all this stuff, he actually drove all the way back from New York all the way to LA. Then from LA, he drove all the way to Nevada, Las Vegas, after he had drove all the way from New York, man, then all the way back to LA, right? Then ended up driving back from LA to Nevada, Las Vegas, where he lost every damn dime that he had, right? Get this, after, that happened, I remember he was saying he had to sit in his room for damn near 30 whole days, broke, without no money. And I never forget, he said he went downstairs. There was a casino, not far from where his room was. I remember he was like, he went to that casino. He said he was down to his last dollar and some change, man. And he said he put it in the damn slot machine and said that's where he ended up winning $7,000, man, out of a slot machine. The man was down his last dollar and 50-something cent. He said he couldn't believe it, man. He said he thought he was dreaming, and I don't blame him. I would have thought he was dreaming too. And the reason I'm telling y'all this story is I found that story to be highly amazing, because that just goes to show you that what type of person that John Icon Witherspoon had to be in order to have that type of luck when he was down on his luck like he was back then. And I'll never forget it. He said, man, he said after I, they paid me that money in cash, he said, man, I hurried up and got the hell out of Las Vegas. It's so funny, man. He said, but I don't blame him, because that's where he lost all his money at. But anyway, with that being said, I'm just gonna say this, guys. That's what you call pure luck, if you ask me. And I just had to make this vid because, like I said, man, I thought John Icon Witherspoon was one of the greatest, comedians that ever lived. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's times that this man made me laugh, man, when I was mad at the world, you dig? And with that being said, man, I just hated to, have to see one of, the iconic great comedians like John Witherspoon pass away like he did. Yeah, that really hit me kind of hard. Like I said, he's always been one of my favorite comedians. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, a lot of his timeless sayings and slogans will live on forever, along with timeless classics when it came to the movie Friday that he made with Ice Cube, along with many other TV shows that he's always starred in throughout his great iconic career that he had. With that being said, my condolences goes out to his family, because he will most definitely be missed by his fan base as well. With that being said, I just wanted to thank everybody who decided to stop and rock with that boy, Lamont. That way, Jones, this way. Till next time, everybody. Peace.